I'm Julie. Maybe you are here because you think I'm funny looking. Hello, and welcome back to my channel, I said, feeling obligated to do so. I'm a former journalist turned radio clown. Come here, microphone. But I still have a passion for news. I compile good news and stupid news. This is what the good news was this week. Good news! The emotional animal support company Petable is gonna pay someone $1,000 to watch 6 dog movies. Hey Petable, if you're listening, please consider me. The lucky winner of this ultimate gig is gonna have to write a 1,000-word essay of the 6 movies, ranking each of them for the company's website. Listen, I looked over the list of movies that you have to watch and it looks incredible. Call of the Wild, Marley and Me, 8 Below. Sign me up. Now, as you can guess, the main requirement for this gig is you must love dogs. If you do not love dogs and you're one of those people that does not consider their fur babies to be their fur babies, need not apply. And yes, I did abuse my power as a morning radio show host to talk about this to put in my bid for the job. You can apply at petable.com until March 7th. Petable, I love dogs. Good news. Good news. Okay, so imagine this. But I don't want you imagining too hard because it's kind of sad news, but it ends good, but I don't want your day to be sad. Imagine that your dog just goes missing. No rhyme, no reason, no trace, just goes missing. That's exactly what happens to a family out in California. Their dog Zoe just goes missing. In fact, Zoe is missing for so long that in 2015, the company that makes her microchip listed her as deceased. But then, a freaking miracle. Someone drops Zoe off at a rural property 12 years after she goes missing. Animal Services takes her to the vet, they scan her, sure enough she's got that microchip and they call the family. See, I told you this would have a happy ending. I hope that Zoe is getting an aggressive amounts of boops, snuggles, snacks. And I want to speak directly to some of you. If you're a person who steals a dog but then abandons it when it becomes elderly, I hope that you have a day filled with a lot of big inconveniences. Good news. Good news. So we gotta go to Florida for this good news story. I know what you're thinking. Florida? Good news? What? We're in the Dry Tortugas National Park. And I've been to the Dry Tortugas National Park. To get there, you have to either take a ferry or a seaplane. It's gorgeous, but it's one of the most under-visited national parks in America, simply because of its location. It's literally an island off the coast of Key West. Anyways, there's a woman named Heather West, and she's snorkeling. Do you guys wanna know why it's called Dry Tortugas? Let me explain. Did you know you were gonna get a history lesson in this good news story? No. Buckle up. Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon finds this island. He notices there's a lot of turtles, but there's no fresh water. Tortugas in Spanish meaning turtle, dry indicating there's no fresh water. Dry tortugas. Anyways, back to Heather and her snorkeling. She's under the water taking in all of the beauty when all of a sudden she feels a on her foot. What could it be? It's a shark. More importantly, it's a lemon shark, and I'm really fascinated by sharks because one time I did this story when I was a real reporter about bull sharks. A lemon shark is really a non-aggressive thing. In fact, there's never been a recorded fatal lemon shark attack, and typically they only attack when they're scared, which I get it. Don't we all attack when we're a little scared? But when a shark is latched onto your foot in the water, I'm sure you're not thinking, what's the fatality rate of this specific type of shark? Heather wasn't thinking that. A shark's a shark. So you know what Heather does? She starts punching it in the face until it lets go. How freaking hardcore is that? My most hardcore injury story is one time I fell off the four-wheeler. Anyways, Heather, she's got a lot of damage to her foot, but she's gonna be okay. Good news. Good news. We gotta go to Minnesota for this good news story where a mom says to her 12-year-old son, hey, I'll make you a deal. If you can stay off social media until you're 18, so 6 years, I'll give you $1,800. She called it the 18 for 18 challenge. Fast forward those 6 years to now and the kid does it. He says he's competitive and he considers it a game, just like his football games or his basketball games. Mom pays up 18 crisp Benjamins. The kid says he thinks staying off social media helped him better focus on his grades in school, which makes sense because now he's got football scholarships to college. I just want to say to that kid, save your money, because when I turned 16, my dad gave me $10 for every year that I'd been alive. That's $160. Do you know what my idiot brain did? Bought speakers for my 2001 Pontiac Grand Dam, and I regret it to this day. Good news. Good news. Good news watcher Tara sent me this good news story, and I think it's pretty rad. Grab your ponytails, we're going to the Windy City. So Benito Juarez Community Academy is a high school in Chicago with about 1,700 students. The kids earlier this week go to what's supposed to be a run-of-the-mill assembly. It's not a run-of-the-mill assembly. On front of them on the stage is Leaders with Hope Chicago with a simple speech, the room erupts. The students have their lives forever changed. Hope Chicago gives a scholarship to every single one of the students to one of the 20 higher education schools that have partnered with Hope Chicago. But wait, it gets better, because this scholarship doesn't just cover tuition, it also covers room and board, and it also covers books. Them books are expensive. This is just the first of 5 schools that Hope Chicago is gonna be helping out. Good news. Good news. Kids, they can be turds, but they can also be heroes. Let's go to Alabama, to Limestone County. A group of first graders are in their classroom doing their thing, probably learning about numbers and the alphabet and first grade stuff. Tracy Hodges is their teacher, and she's mid-lesson when she realizes that something is not right. It turns out she had COVID and didn't know it and was having a seizure. She tells the kids, guys, go get help, and they immediately spring into action. Because of how quick the kids reacted, Tracy was able to make it to an emergency room. Miss Hodges appears to be okay, and I say those kids deserve an A. An extra 15 minutes at recess? An extra star on the whiteboard? I don't know how kids get rewarded for things. Good news. If you want to see good news daily, make sure you're following me here, and sometimes here, but here doesn't really give me a lot of time, so sometimes I gotta keep it here. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?